Even though I've talked about Archaon quite a bit recently and featured lots of chaos, I still haven't done a video specifically about the Swords of Chaos, and they're not even with Archaon this time. This one's from the Emperor on the Cav beta. He's up against Gobbo Slayer, definitely a very veteran player, playing the Dwarfs with, obviously, Warriors of Chaos. Big Bird is going to be the target of the Guardian here, and Swords of Chaos starting out, yes, they are technically Regiment of Renowned Chaos Knights, but they're very much different from any of the basic Chaos Knight units. They're a low model count, almost monstrous-like cavalry, 18 models, massive weapon strength here, 65 total, 45 armor piercing, 44 charge. That does get increased with this apocalyptic charge, actually not this charge bonus specifically, but just speed and charge speed. It does give map-wide speed and charge speed to everyone, which is nice. 45 attack, 61 defense, 66 speed, 120 armor, and of course Guardian as well for some 15% physical resistance. Now, keep in mind that Big Bird, Sarthrel the Everwatcher, does have magic resistance baseline of 25%, so effectively you're giving him 15% damage resistance with that Guardian effect. Not to mention you've got a couple of Exalted Heroes here. The rest of the build, we've got some Marauder Grey weapons. Yeah, some regular Marauders, a couple of Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Gorby's Chariot, very good pick against the Dwarfs. And you can see the cannon fire raining in. We've got 2 cannons for Gobbo Slayer, as well as Thorek Ironbrow and the Peak Gate Guard. Love that combination. Gotrek also here with some Iron Drakes. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. Corlers with great weapons. And yeah, just kind of great weapons spread all around here. Going for a Rune of Doom kind of great weapon synergy with the Engineer, of course, as well. So off the bat, you can see on the approach here, this is MP Blue Reach River, very famous multiplayer map. Swords of Chaos are taking their time approaching through the forest here. They're going to make their way up and around. That will give them cover from cannon fire, which is very important. They do not want to lose models to cannon shots in this early phase. So Marauders are also coming forward to kind of distract here. The cannons probably want to be honestly going after the Gorbies at this point. It's tough to say, but they are returning fire on those Marauders pretty well. Emperor gets up and around here, gets a little sneaky attack, manages to disrupt this cannon. These horsemen, he's essentially probably sacrificing them here. Just like, yeah. I was going to say Gotrek is sacrificing himself, but he's actually not. He'll be just fine as the Marauders in the front line get absolutely roasted. Iron Drakes getting some point-blank blasts here. They're going to want to pull back, but they won't take too much damage initially from those Marauders, so that's just fine. A little bit of Searing Doom there also won't do too much damage. Gorby's Chariot coming in. Very critically, though, you can see that the cannons are not focused on the Swords of Chaos, and they're able to get in on this flank and get their Apocalyptic Charge prop. So you can see there, once it gets into range, there it is. Everything map-wide gets extra speed and charge speed, which is awesome. They get in here, they're going to do a huge charge, absolutely tear everything to shreds. Big Bird also coming in, getting that little bit of physical resistance, providing some terror as well. Rune of Doom is popped for all the Dwarfs, so they also cause fear, but they are not immune to psychology, so they are going to get terrified away. The Gate Guard taking significant damage in the center as well. You can see the characters kind of collapsing here to start fighting Thorek. Big Bird's magic resistance will come in handy both against Thorek and against Gotrek, since they both deal magic damage. Swords of Chaos continuing to collapse here. We'll keep it in cinematic as the Apocalyptic Charge comes through. Swords of Chaos, I have to say, as a heavy cavalry unit, you know, they're not 10 out of 10 aesthetics for me. I do like the Chaos Knights, but I for some reason, I don't like with these weird, like, Burning Man faces. I much prefer the big Great Helms of Chaos. So, you know, they're not my favorite, but they certainly are a very badass unit. Very, very powerful in the right scenario. This is obviously on the Cavalry Beta, as this is from Anticity's Ladder. You can be assured that they're going to be trading better against all of this Great Weapon Infantry, although at 61 melee defense, the low melee attack of these Dwarf Warriors with Great Weapons means they wouldn't probably be trading good even in a live patch anyway. But in terms of character fight here, you might expect Big Bird to just die horribly, but right now he's actually doing pretty well. Seems like a lot of the ire has been directed at this Exalted Hero instead. A little bit of Rune of Wrath and Ruin, gonna blow up some of those Chaos Warriors. But Big Bird, he's having a grand old time fighting here. Plenty of Great Weapon Marauders and regular Marauders in support, and just the numbers here are not working great for the Dawi, as they are significantly outnumbered. Marauder Horseman doing a great job just keeping these peripheral units occupied. Gorebeast as well has been doing a great job kind of rinsing in and out. And nice attack animation. I do love the Gorebeast. It's like ape things just punching dwarfs in the face. It's a good time for sure. Unless you're a dwarf, obviously. Another Rune of Doom there. Master Engineer up to 62 melee attack. Still doesn't have much melee defense or weapon strength, but hey, there's something. As he fights it out with this Exalted Hero here. See, like I'm saying, I much prefer the big Chaos Great Helms than the burned man faces. You know, what is that dude from New Vegas? Graham? Something Graham? I forget. It's been too long since I played that game. Joshua Graham, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. You guys down in the comments, let me know. But anyway, Swords of Chaos is still continuing to fight. They are quite healthy still. I mean, 15 out of 18 models. It's going to be mostly useless for them to try and kill these Iron Drakes, as we know, because the Iron Drakes actually do have fire resistance, but they can at the very least charge these Longbeards in here. Yeah, the Longbeards don't really have enough melee attack to make consistent contact. They're going to be well at minimum hit chance. I would say below minimum hit chance, but that doesn't actually make sense when you say it out loud, so there you go. Quickly going towards army losses here. And, wow, you know, that's very interesting. I never realized that dropping a bombardment spell would actually show the shooting icon for Sarthrel. That's interesting. I wonder if that's new. Like, if you're casting any damage spell, if it shows that shooting icon. I need to do some testing. I never actually noticed that before. Anyway, army losses hits for the Dwarfs, and it's just going to be Gotrek holding out, so we'll fast forward as Gotrek's doom approaches, getting circle beaten by Chaos Warriors and Marauders, and then finally the Swords of Chaos come in to finish the job. Oh, and this one Chaos Warrior, too, apparently. He's, like, looking for a promotion here. Come on, guys. You can do it. I want to be an Exalted Hero. Oh, man. He does kill one of the Swords of Chaos right there. Ooh. And I think the Chaos Warrior actually got the killing blow on him. So, yep, promotion for that individual Chaos Warrior. And fun stuff. Big thanks to the Emperor for sending that one in. He said he did recently, I think this was maybe his first attempt at the cavalry, or sorry, the Anticities ladder. I don't know exactly. He did say he tried it out for the first time recently and was quite impressed, had a good time. Definitely, I recommend any of you guys who are looking to get games on the cavalry beta, definitely check out Anticities ladder. There should be a link in the description below if I can remember, and not potato, but most likely El Potato. Anyway, a lot of stuff trades cost effectively. Marauder Grey Weapons, if they get good engagements, don't get shot too much, will trade very well into Dwarfs. The Warriors Grey Weapons, one of them gets blown up, the other one gets great support and gets 1200 value. Same thing with the Gorebeast, 1200 value there. Swords of Chaos, 1560, still I don't think quite pay for themselves. We'll look at their cost here in just a minute, but certainly tactically, it's being able to come in and absolutely annihilate that flank. Get some really nice shock damage, along with the Terror of Sarthrel, to get a really good initial kind of formation disruption and break. It's pretty tough to, like, really shock damage Terror out Dawi oftentimes. This build not quite as defensive with all the great weapons, but still, very impressive stuff. Great job sacrificing these Marauder Horsemen as well, so that the Swords of Chaos don't face cannon fire on the approach. That was going to be Gobbo Slayer's best bet for sure. For taking down the Swords of Chaos would just be to hit them with some cannon fire. The great weapons aren't going to trade as well, even with Rune of Doom, Rune of Speed. I didn't see if he was using a Rune of Speed there, but definitely kind of layering those one after the other so you get more uptime of a melee attack buff might have been helpful. It's hard to say. Even with that melee attack buff, there's still going to be like 25% chance to hit, give or take, against the Swords of Chaos, so it's not ideal, certainly. But the Peak 8 Guard, I do like the pick of them. They do mostly pay for themselves. Quarrelers, Gurpins, interesting choice. Not really sure about that. The Cannons ended up not paying for themselves, but I definitely want to have them often instead of not. Maybe just need more models here. Tough to say. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Obviously, Gyro Spam is quite good in this matchup, but credit to Gobbo Slayer for not going for that because not very fun to play against. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, be sure to hit a like, give it a share, subscribe, all that jazz. Join, give me some money if you feel so inclined. All the money pretty much does go to content creation here, upgrading equipment. I recently got a new mic that I'm going to try and get hooked up once I get back from vacation on the 25th or so. All of these are pre-recorded in case you're wondering, because I'm going to be out of town. But anyway, it's enough rambling for me. Thanks again. See you next time.